One class of patients that I really enjoy working with is athletes. And athletes are in a category unto themselves in terms of the people that we see. I have worked with high school and junior high school athletes. I have worked with professional athletes. I have even had the pleasure of working with a couple of Olympic athletes in my career. And one thing that my patients will hear me say from time to time is, you wouldn't know it to look at me now, but I used to run marathons, and it's true, I did. Then I became a parent, and life happens, and we got busy at the office, and all these different excuses. But it's very exciting for me when I can get an athlete back on path to their goal or back into the game. And this patient is no exception. He has an unusual goal, and you'll hear him talk about it, and it's very exciting. And for me, a lot of times the answer is quite simple, what it needs to take to get them back. And so I hope that you enjoy this video, because the answer just seems very simple. So sit back, enjoy, and here's the video. Okay. So you're on a streak of over 800 days of running?
Yeah, I think it's about 860 as of today.
That's awesome. And so is the book going to kind of be like Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance?
It's a little bit of everything, so it's kind of the inner game of, and then just what I experienced over this, 2.5 years. It was pre-pandemic that I started on this.
Mm-hmm.
We've lived through a lot of interesting times. So it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of about my own athleticism or lack of it. Staying the course as an older runner, all that stuff.
And everything that goes through your head
Yeah.
during these runs.
Yeah. I know you have a running background too, so.
Yeah, I tell my patients, you'd never know it to look at me now, but I used to run marathons.
Yeah. I do at least one a year, very slowly.
Okay. I remember coming down the chute going, I may not be fast, but they can never take this away from me now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what went through my head as I was training was, okay, after this mile, it's only 11 more to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd finish a mile, and it would be, okay, how much farther to the next
Yeah.
drinking fountain so I can stop for a second and walk.
Yeah.
Okay, how much longer do I have? The quieting your mind while you're training is probably one of the biggest, obstacles.
Yeah. So I do Grandma's every year because they give you 7 hours.
Yeah, okay.
And last year they had a limited field, and I got in, and I hadn't done a single long run to train, which made it kind of a crazy idea, but I thought, well, I'll just stop running when I feel bad or tired, and look at it as kind of a training run.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt fine, and I just kept going and going.
Wow.
Having been on this daily streak, and it turned out that I knocked a half an hour off my time, my last time. So
wow.
20,
Congratulations.
2019, yeah. So, but that's not a good way to do it, obviously. You probably do want to have a longer run, but as an older person, maybe it's better not to run super long, on a frequent basis.
Well, nobody should be running, 80 miles a week.
Right.
That's.
Especially at that age, at my age.
What's your age?
67.
Okay. I remember sitting at the start line of the New York Marathon, and it was freezing cold, so everybody was wearing their garbage bags.
Yeah.
And talking to a man in his 60s whose goal was to run one marathon a month for 100 months.
Oh, 100 months. Wow.
100. And I thought, maybe that's a little crazy.
Yeah, I would.
But
And I've never aspired to an ultra marathon either.
that's a whole different breed.
Yeah. Should I not be talking so much?
No, this is great. I mean, this is the stuff people love to hear about. Oops.
Do you remember the story of this guy, Jerry Johncock was his name? He had a urinary blood clot of some kind, and he was running the Twin Cities Marathon. This was in 2009. And he was stopped up, he couldn't pee, so he needed to be catheterized, and was on the Twin Cities Marathon course in the 20s, and was just in excruciating pain, and figured he would have to drop out of this race. He was 81 years old, that's
Wow.
the fact. And miraculously, somebody had a urinary catheter in their car and gave it to him, and he used it and finished the race. He actually beat a guy named Bert Carlson in his age group and won.
Wow.
In his age group, over 80 men.
Yeah, because if the medical team has to take you in, you're done.
Well, there was actually a debate later as to whether he had outside intervention or something, and whether he really should have the record or not, but I think they did give it to him.
I'm sure Bert wasn't happy about that.
No, I met that Bert guy once at the Minnetonka Half.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. I think when you get to be that age, it's pretty forgiving. They're just glad to be around.
All right, well, let's get these thinned out. All right, so, while not beautiful, I think that these will keep you comfortable,
Yeah.
so that you can keep running every day.
Yeah.
And then, once the trek is over, the book is written, and you're shooting for 1,000 days in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, once that's done, then we can talk about whether you want to remove these completely.
Okay.
Okay? Well, thank you for letting us do the video.
Yeah, no problem.